Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. On the side of the box, the dwarfs wrote in gold, "Here lies Snow White, the daughter of a king." And one dwarf always sat with her, day and night. Time went by, but Snow White's skin was still as white as snow. Her cheeks were still as red as blood, and her hair was still as black as trees in winter. Then one day a prince came by with some friends. When he saw Snow White, he fell in love with her at once. "I want to take her with me," he said to the dwarf. "I will give you anything." "No," said the dwarf, "Snow White belongs to us." But the prince asked again and again, "Can I take her with me, please?" At last the dwarf said, "Wait here, I will go and get my brothers." Then all the dwarfs came and stood in front of the prince. "I am in love with her," said the prince. "I can't live without her." "Yes," said the oldest dwarf, "you love Snow White. I can see it in your face, and we must give her to you. You are a prince, and she is a princess, the daughter of a king. We are only poor dwarfs." "Take all my gold," said the prince. "No," said the old dwarf, "we don't want anything. We will give her to you because you love her." The dwarfs began to carry the glass box down the mountain, but they tripped near a tree and the box fell. At that moment, the piece of apple fell out of Snow White's mouth. She opened her eyes and saw the prince. When she saw him, she fell in love with him at once. "Here you see your husband," said the prince. "Will you be my wife?" "Yes," she said. So Snow White said goodbye to her friends, the dwarfs, and went away with the prince. In December, they were married, and there was a big party. Lots of people came, and one of these important people was the jealous queen. When she saw Snow White, she couldn't believe in her eyes. "What is this?" she said. "Is Snow White still alive?" She was very angry. When she saw Snow White and the prince, she was jealous. She ran out of the castle and no one saw her again. Snow White loved the prince and he loved her. In time, they had 7 children and they all lived happily ever after.